gonna go on because it's gonna work through the car. Dang it! I was hoping we'd have music. I am. Thank you, Tom Hanks. You, Tom Hanks. You. And thank you, Sophia, Larry. Please don't get upset if I don't remember your name because it's nuts getting out, us getting out our energy. We got the collective, and all of y'all that sent money for gas. I multiplied times 3. I commanded to come back to you and flip you into your highest timeline now. So please let me know on these videos below when good stuff starts happening because I know it does. I know it does. We are live right as long as the feed will sustain. New Mexico. I don't know what you can see and can't see. It looks like we're gonna slow down. The sky. If you're not on my IG, my Instagram, it's Chastia Cav, and I just posted some killer pictures of what just cleared at the border of Arizona and New Mexico. We because energetically, I know everybody doesn't know what an astronomist is because I didn't either. I really didn't. I had no idea when I started being an astronomist that what was going to happen to me. But that's why astronomists are hidden down here, and I really am your collective race force. I bet we're on these now. To all Rumpy Rump in New Mexico, I'm putting you on notice right now. You got to. I order all construction down. No more construction. No more construction. No more new builds on anything until we have some conversations because all of your real estate is being built as a Baghdad highway. The whole fucking thing, especially out here in the desert, out here in the mountains. I command with the collective that all road construction be shut down, and we need to find work for those men somewhere else, and to start planning and gridding these roads to where they're not Baghdad fucking phonetics because they're even laid with those grids to make that noise. It's laid to make that noise so it's a zip line in space. You are correct. There's a reason they do it. There's certain highways out here. It's like you'll get on it and you're like, woo, woo. Yep. Because it's the music. It's really it is. And it's getting deeper and deeper and deeper with how Baghdad has coded now, and Indians. There's all types of infiltrations in every single skin race. So, meaning there was infiltrations in the Hispanic, there was infiltration, and you're going to find all this out. There was infiltrations in the Caucasian, there was infiltrations big time in African American. Y'all are going to be the most pissed off. Just FYI. And then the Indian collective. And I ain't talking about Native American because that's where it came from. I'm talking about India. And we got a big freaking problem. Because a lot of y'all knew. Your whole thing was putting it in Mecca. You freaking bound us up on purpose with your phonetics, with your bullshit, walking around a big ass Saturn box. I walked it. And the whole religion and the Buddha, all that is set up on it. Well, guess what? That's what your tech's set up on. That's whatever yoga studio. Even my son Rex is like, because you can't have Buddha. You need your body. You want your body. I know you think that you have your body, but are you sure about that? I mean, I thought I did too, but nope, I didn't. Because when we go to sleep as a collective on top of Indian ground, on top of our mountains of the Cochise, where we've activated and connected all the way up to the 55th parallel and all the way down below, because that happens to be the roots of who I was, a connection to all of y'all. The entire Mormon faith, even from the Gunny sack, well, there was a reason. There was a sack down there in order to catch all the seeds. We utilized it. I did when the antimatter came and left. I didn't know that little worm was in me. I had no idea. But aren't you glad it was? I know I am. I'm glad he ain't in there no more. But he still has the shaft anytime I need it. FYI, to all those who know what I'm talking about. And I'm just saying that just so nobody will mess with it. When we got out of Los Angeles. Thank you. I mean, yesterday was a series of 0 points that man, like I had to use my gift to keep the phone charged with my right hand, because my cord all of a sudden wouldn't work. Now that's been a thing because at Lionsgate 2 years ago with these Apple cards and all this crap that Holly Woo Woo set up on me, especially Jason Momoa. I really don't know what that character's problem is. And the thing is, these characters, they don't even know. This is the people that wrote this stuff on them. I know that they know now. And I know that they knew that they'd getting a star and roll in something. But most of them were blind like me too. They had to utilize me to write the story, because I was in it. I'm a writer. And I was the one that remembered how to write it. And I don't even want to say that crap, because when you're around me, I don't even talk about this stuff. None of us do. Like, when you speak to people, and this is any human that's done healing on themselves, they've cleared space. And feminine. Oh my gosh, any feminine? Holy mackerel moly. If they've done any healing on themselves in the past 5 years, and I don't care before, the last 5 years, what were you doing the last 5 years? Because that's when the world reset. I really don't care what you did 20 years before that. I don't care what mountain you sat on. I don't care what Buddhist temple you visited. What did you do with your gifts the past 5 years to assist the collective? That is what your karma is being weighed on, because this was a 1,000,000-year shift. I mean, there's a reason I risked everything to jump in and do this for the entire collective. I mean, I am a genius with all y'all. I mean, we're not gonna jump in and do all this for no payout, right? But the payout is the human race and all controls that. We just had no idea. We had no idea how bad it's being controlled, and on how many layers, and mostly the links that they went to in order to try to keep the layers on the cake there. That is the funny part. That is the part that caused us. Wait, let's just say 20 years. We'll say 20 years. We'll say 20 years just so you can keep your sanity. But just remember what that is on other realms. That's all I'm saying. If you understand how realms work, 20 years. In all directions. That's what created this. Now you might go, oh, it's so pretty. Yeah, but that's this Arizona. The Donna. We got a Donna problem. We got a S Donna problem. We got a Dawn problem. We got a Noda problem. because at the bottom of the ocean, in the body that you're in now, especially because of how Arizona used spiritual warfare against the entire collective. And those of you that are sitting on top of it, that were doing that galactic bullshit, you better flee. You better flee. You better get off my land. If there's a mountain around you, you best not be looking at it. Only because we need those connections clean, because we're coming through it. And if you intentionally mess with us, with galactic information, stole through text, and then train people to come at us as we were activating your planet so that everyone would think whatever and you could do whatever on a time jump, and thinking that you could get away with it because nobody would think that we were sane, that you were galactically fucking DNA hybridizing yourself and planting yourself into fucking seeds down here in specific races so you could take over the fucking world. Well, you're a geyser on top of us. I would leave. And this is just a warning because I really don't want to see a whole bunch of people fucking getting blown off the land. But it's about to happen. So you best leave. And that isn't even a message from Chastius. You get the fuck off the land. You go hide in the rainforest. You get a ticket. You sell everything you own. And you run. Just like you had us do. Just like you had us do. Everybody with a job or a corporation corporate card right now, it's over. It's over. All you had was a shadow of it to get, and y'all fixing to reset the whole world with that job bullshit. Everybody's telling me the Bible, that's astronomy. The Bible is astronomy. Steve Jobs, went back into time and got a what? Keyboard? Think about that. Went back into time and brought in a keyboard. Went back into time through technology, teleported in, and brought in a keyboard way too soon. Then all of a sudden you got a bite out of an apple that became a peach that nobody ever knew about except for Texas because it's birthed from a yellow rose. There's a layer in the etheric that some of y'all might have got through, even on my side. I'm hoping on the true side, but I don't know from your responses. It'll tell us because we're still in, because we only know what's happened to all of us, and we're connected into all your lines. So we're just not sure to what extreme it happened to everyone else, or if both happened and we just haven't realized it. But there's a layer that you go through because when you clear your etheric body up here, you really are traveling through. You're connected into your cosmic quilt, and then that's where your ancestors and everything has your back, as long as your intentions are pure. Because everything's run by the heart. Nothing's run by the mind up there. There is no mind up there. That was the problem. The mining, the mind, the mind, the mining in the mind was the problem. Because then your right, left brain, and I know that sounds contradictory and contrary to your literature and your knowledge, your canola base on the ledge, your K now on the ledge, your splitter now ledger, your split now ledger, You split the knowledge. Everything is phonetics. It was Babylon, and now everything's set up on phonetic charge after 2000. Everything is a mirror from another dimension. Hello? It's quantum physics. Look how much land there is. Now look at everything else. How more of everything else than the land and the little sign? That's what we control. Everything else. Everything else. Air, alchemy of air, alchemy of tissue, alchemy of organics for your tutors and your physical healers. This is and for those of you who have iris lines, this land and what they're doing to it in the processing on the subterranean, that's what's wrong with your body, because it is your body. Everybody wants their land. I mean, I got chased by, well, actually, I chased down a demon who was doing some crazy shit around the Lions Gate over there on Anaheim when we was in the middle of it. And in the front of Target, that's what he was telling me. He was cursing. He was blaming Jesus for taking his people's land. And I was like, well, first of all, I mean, he's a demon. I mean, he had a demon in him. He had a Haka demon in him. That's why we had to stand off in the front of the Target. The whole Target heard me. I protected everybody in the store. I tried to chase him down, but he came out the back gate. They wouldn't call the police. They say he does it all the time, and then out walks 6 little girls in their little volleyball suit. Well, nobody was paying attention to the constellation count. I don't care what day it is, wherever you are, it goes on right in front of you. If you don't know the constellation count and what's being birthed, you'll think it's just something normal too. A crazy person or a homeless person or whatever, doing whatever. No, it's not what it is. And if you're in Hollywood and if you're around over there in Cali, oh, shitballs. You're watching the world get sold out right in front of you. You're watching the world get sold out right in front of you on a daily constellation lineup all around you. The last gas is $6.99 a gallon on the edge. Listen to this shit. Listen to this shit. On the board, California, they're locking you in with gas prices. I'm warning y'all now. I told y'all you didn't want me to leave. I don't know if I'm live still. I don't. When did James and Hobbs and when did that become the Fast and the Furious? And then when did? I mean, shitballs. That's a whole story right there. And Snowflake. Oh, come on, Mafia Cartel. Come on. You put it out there. You had the word manifested. You used the Snowflake program against the people. You fucked over every single female, divine feminine on the fucking planet in order to do it. And now you gotta fucking come clean. Mafia Cartel. You need to tell everybody what's the Snowflake. I know. Chase Manhattan, Allen, Adam, Sanford Financial. I got a lawsuit coming Trump's way too. First, I got to get back to where I'm going. My plans have changed. Oh, I'm heading to Midwest. That's for sure. America needs Jesus. Well, I called it in. I had to clear it. And let me tell you, there's so many curses on that in the end, we had to rewrite the blood to get out of it. Please don't use that word Jesus. It's G. What's an algae? Well, it was my adopted dad's name. That's what he called it. But what's an algae? Well, it's algae, number one. And then it's Algorab, which is where all the money is, and it's what holds up the dimensions from the spheres where they've been stealing all your money since before Arabians. I'm Arxiad. I proved Arxiad and Ming. No more oil. $6.99. $6.99 at the border of California. You go 30 minutes, and it's $4 and something. The gas stations that are at the border, I stopped at probably the last white person-owned gas station in the world in California, and they just sold it to a bunch of Arabs. All of your hotels down there that are your cheap motels that you used to be able to stay in are all going to be $95. They will not make a change. They will not do anything for anybody. They all have bright colors over them because they're all color hued to lead you there, and they took them all over. $6.99 for gas at the border of California and Arizona. But 30 minutes away, it's $4. You can't move into a territory like Josephine Baker. This is Josephine Baker shit. This is complete insanity to me. But see, I forgot all about Josephine Baker because I was dealing with Josephine. Josephine is basically the highest etheric DNA. You call her like an original vampire because that energy is the making of DNA in the original German Nazi ABO blood. And it's what they were siphoning off the whole time. So you can do the math on that Josephine thing, because is it a Baker or is it a Francis Bacon or is it a Kevin Bacon? I don't know. It's all propaganda codes that the collective says, and then they were just, I still don't know exactly how they do it. The one pretending to be Joseph Momoa told me that he couldn't wait to show me when he was traveling with Elon Musk and Soros. And then in the middle of all this, whenever my son is put on an airplane from Snowflake, Harlingen, Brownsville, because Snowflake, Brownsville, Harlingen, that's Reaper Girl shit. If you don't know what the Reaper Girl is, then go look it up. That's your motorcycle gang. That's what your Christ had to prove. Every single one of us that went through the 40,000, they had us go through the 7 gates of the underworld again in your world, because that's what they set up on Epstein. So those of us that are from the future live the real karma, and then what they projected on you. That's why we know so much, and it's why we're so damn powerful. Period. Dot. We ain't crazy. We think you are. And there ain't no law and judge and Harvard and any of that crap that's going to hold what's coming for everybody. We've warned everybody. We've done everything we can. We exhausted every resource that we had, to the extent that then your leaders and your emperors and your empresses and your dragons were taken over, and then everybody's fucked. There's one big etheric body down here. Get used to it. You're in a bubble. You coexist with others in a bubble. Whatever skin suit you have, you're in a bubble with them until you clear it. That's what healers do. But see, nobody values that. That's just for free. That's just for free, right? You just get the healing for free, and then you get the download. You pay for that. No, Hollywood woo. That ain't how it works. Not in this round. And any monkey that told you otherwise, black, blue, or tan, is a freaking liar. And they were in a galactic Kanye West dash-in protocol. They can't even wear colors right now. Have you noticed? They're not allowed. They only wear black and white because they have to show you. This is a huge, when you're driving through this, I mean, we're in a chute. I mean, you have to think of this from the physics of the earth coming up and coming down, right? With those rocks on the side, you're in a chute. You're in an energetic chute. Okay, well now you're in so now let's just put barriers up all of a sudden on all the roads in between to where all these humans are driving through chutes. That's what they did. Like going to a water park and then they put those oh well then it's a rocky chute. Might be gastric or something. Your earth is your body. Car dealer says we got a huge problem. We got a huge problem. Car manufacturers, y'all got to shut down. You got to shut down now. You got to shut down now. We shouldn't be redistributing people. We need to be redistributing waste and cement and cars. We're on a giant bubble, and we're trying to get it up. You want your dig to go up? If you want your dig to go up, then we need all manufacturers of cars to shut down, and we need the leadership of all car manufacturers and dealerships to convene immediately, and all of the car dealerships and vehicles that are in California coast up and down holding ancient land, you better move them or you're going to lose your fleet. And there's going to be more cracky, and there's going to be more flying cars, not cows. So I suggest you convene rapidly. And if you don't get this message, it's not our problem. You didn't give us a microphone. If you happen to get this message and you get it to somebody, then maybe they'll get it. I'm trying to get to my safe place so that we can make sure to harness it. So I'm like $20 or $30 short of making it there. We ran out of energy yesterday in California. I had to pull out, get out, turn around in Arizona, drive it back in, and then, oh man, all underneath the crescent moon. I just woke up. I pulled over for a minute, but in the middle of the night, about 4:30 in the morning, I finally couldn't keep my eyes open because I'd been at the Pegasus building for 2 days in downtown LA. Freaking insanity, man. Shit's insane what they do, man. It is insane. It is insane. If you're an entertainer, if you know anybody who was ever in the industry, they really need to get a coloring book. If you haven't ordered one yet, then I don't know why you're watching this channel, because that's the best $30 prescription you're ever going to get. And that we can just, I mean, everybody that donated, I put it, and if you're not on my community page, make sure that you like the bell, because I'm putting out messages there and on Instagram. We've got more channels that are opening up. My crew's ready. They've been training in the back end. We're getting to get charts out on time, to get whatever you need. Right now we're just saying the coloring book. If you order more than 5, then what we do is send them, or maybe even 2 or 3. We'll have to see what the shipping is. We send the batch to FedEx. Wherever you are, you just pick it up. The book already done, and that's for also distributors. So if you've got, if you're a masseuse, if you're a healer, if you're an astrologer, if you're a teacher, if you want to heal your family real easy and have like a guidebook on what the F off, then you need to order one coloring book right now, see if you like it. We're about to have some deals and do that type of thing, but honestly, everyone in the family should have one in your binder. We're going to have groups. This will get cheaper as we start getting better resources. Textiles, we got a problem. Shut down everything. I don't want any more textiles made. I don't care if your name is Gucci. I don't care if your name is Hermes. I don't care what your dyes are. Textiles shuts the fuck down right now, because that's how they bled us out from the inside out. It's textiles. That's why LA is the way it is with this China bullshit. paying $30, $40 for a $2 item because it's being shipped on an evergreen when it don't even need to be. And then you just put a bunch of designers out of business because we can't get to China. Whatever. Rumpy rump. I got David Bowie in front of me. I don't know where we are. Who's hungry? Exit 85. So also, I know there's major astronomy stuff going on right now. I just looked at it yesterday. We've got Mercury is at the beginning degrees of Libra. Well, 0 to 5 degrees Libra, that's Alpha Draconic Notice 1. That's your body. That's a body template, but it's a matrix body template. It's basically all your made beings, eggs. Any of you made, control made, galactic made. It's time to wake, or you're going to bake. Right now, Mercury's going backwards on all that as the sun is going into Libra. So we've got Sun and Mercury conjuncting right now at the beginning degrees of Libra. Oh, yeah, that's my shit. All y'all want to be like this, too? We have been around that track, and the collective ain't going back. Because this is Libra hat. This is Libra's ass, boys. This is Libra's ass, boys. Few times you went around that track, and we ain't gonna let you like that. Must be out of your dong beat pong. On the other side of Aries, beginning degrees of 0 to 5, well, guess what? That was our missing DNA degrees. You know why? They took over Giza, Easter Island, and the entire planet, and what you call Earth and Gaia. Saudi Arabia did. They made a bunch of Zeta Reticuli. Most of them aren't even real. They're your gray aliens. Do whatever you want. I'm done with them. Keith Patelco, we got a fucking problem, man. Patelco, Santa Rosa, and the credit union. Oh, shit, Bob. Patelco Credit Union, Santa Rosa, and the Navy, the San Diego Navy, and the Marines, and whoever negotiated that deal on a bunch of hidden princesses. Oh, fuck. You're screwed. Bye-bye banking system, and it's your fault. Bye-bye Bitcoin. Bye-bye coins holding any value. Nothing has any value anymore, by the way, except for maybe the items everybody else wants that you have. That's it. And your intention and love is the only thing they want. If it's new, they don't want it. $9.36. All right, so I'm going to sign off, and I'll come back if something gets cool in the sky. And we got Crest right in front of us. Let me give y'all this license plate. At 936, we've got P488 252. That's a 77. That's a L7 lock, and I command it open. I command it shift, and those 77s open and create a 5. Just like Larry Deanson in that $5. That $5. Our collective energy is powerful. My intention is to close up this gate, take back our land, take back our businesses, take back our corporations. I ain't got no problem with legitimate corporations. I got problems with knights and emperors spots made from jokers. With Zeta blood clots. Trapping hair in the vein, made jabbering jaws with frequency flaws, pulling Pharaoh's toxins, taking the tit all the way to the split. Hibbity hobbity. Playboy DNA by my wife, made by wine in the gang. Hibbity hobbity. Virgins on their laps selling DNA for scraps. Hibbity hobbity. Full Saudi control. Hibbity hobbity. You must forget to not break a sweat, wrapping gold around Cleo's neck. Hibbity hoppity. Popo and pig, pirates and wigs, hibbity hoppity. Pope dope and pain. Dachshunds are from space, hibbity hoppity. Moses on deck flooded the ark to your nose and your neck, hibbity hoppity.